Welcome to Attican Plays Railway Empire. Alright, hi, this is Attican and welcome to part 8 of our first playthrough of the France DLC scenario Into a New Time. And in part 7, we had just started setting up Grenoble and Lyon as modest little steel industries to supplement what we're doing over here with our steel industry that we set up in Le Mans. And just for review, it's getting iron ore from up here into a warehouse. It's picking up the coal directly at the warehouse. We have dedicated lines running iron ore over to Le Mans and other trains running coal over to Le Mans. The coal trains come back, and both of them, coal and iron ore, will pick up steel here that's created in Le Mans, and then the coal ones come back here and go over here and drop off to the tool industry in Bourges, which we may change here. And then the iron ore ones take the steel that they bring back directly into this warehouse. This warehouse loads up the steel and takes it up this route out to the outside, if you will, into a warehouse up here that we have set up and delivers it to Paris. Now we have giant traffic jams in here because I have way too many trains running the city-to-city lines. I just got too aggressive. The Paris, Orléans, Tours, and Bourges line, the four-city cluster, there's way too many trains. So what I'm going to do here first is just clean that up. So I'm going to look here and find the trains going from Paris to Bourges, and I'm going to delete a couple of them. Don't really care which two. And then Orléans to Paris, I'm going to delete a couple of them. It's a shame to lose all those goods, but that's okay, because they're all in such big traffic jams, it's just not efficient anyway. And then Paris to Tours, I'll delete a couple of those. You just need enough to make sure you can get those manufactured goods up there. Any passengers and mail are just a bonus. Now from Orléans to Tours and Orléans to Bourges, I'll delete a couple of those. Orléans to Tours. And Bourges to Orléans. And then last but not least, Tours to Bourges. We'll delete a couple of those. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12 trains we've taken out of the loop. That will help. You can see we still have plenty of traffic. There's a lot going on. But that should be much, much cleaner now. And it'll still be just as effective, frankly. We'll still get, you know, the goods moving between the cities and stuff. Now, the other thing is, it's fine if we make some tools, but we kind of don't care. So I want to take at least 3 of these and run them back to I want to drop that from their plans. So there's 1, 2, 3. So now half of our 6 coal trains will stop off in Bourges and keep that tool industry somewhat busy, and the rest of them will go ahead and dump here, because all we're trying to do now is move a ton of steel up to Paris. We really could just say forget the tool industry and run it all, but that's okay. Let's see. Okay, so now we want to get back over here. We were setting up, another thing I want to do. learned in the last episode that we can actually buy out our competitors. And of course, we are so grossly outstripping our competitors. It's not really even a competition. So we're going to go over here, and what we do is if we buy this concession in Aquitaine, now we can buy out our competitor. Our company's worth about 275 million, and our competitor's worth 6 million. So it shouldn't be too hard to buy him out. It isn't. Okay, we will merge. We will liquidate everything. Thank you for playing. Okay, now all our competition is gone. I don't care about connection bonuses anymore. We just have too much money to even fool with it. All right, so let's get this thing set up here so we have more steel going in, our modest little steel industry that we're going to have here. So I think what I want to do is run coal directly into Grenoble. This might be a little challenging. This is a tight fit. You know what we're going to do? I'll keep that in case we need it. These terminal stations are cute, but go away. All right, we're going to put in a dedicated large train station, not a automated, because we're going to want to have trains waiting here on a full load. So we're going to put a station in Grenoble like this. And then see if we can reconnect these. This might be a problem. Shoot, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Now we'll need switches. For each set of 2. And we can even set this up so all 4 tracks are available. We'll use this technique that they used in the no, we won't. No, we won't. Okay, so now we have a station in Grenoble. And we have a steel industry in Grenoble. And now what we're going to do is blast the tunnel. What's the point in having all this money if we're not going to waste it? All right, so we're going to go through here like so. Blast a little tunnel and come in here to these two tracks. In fact, we're going to come into this track. Now let's and we'll use track 4 for coal coming into Grenoble. Okay, and then we'll need iron ore coming into Grenoble. Oh, we already have one station down. Let's run it in like this. And I think we'll give it another dedicated line coming out, and then loop it back into the main drag here somewhere, like so. And then we can run this in the other direction over to that warehouse. And actually, in fact, we're going to get rid of that warehouse. Yeah, we are. I want a dedicated, I want a warehouse that will accept dedicated lines. So we'll put in a big warehouse, but I don't want the automated signaling controls. And just to do something different, let's use a different technique for accessing all 4 lines. Now we're using this one because I want to be able to specify the lines I use for coal and iron coming into the warehouse, but we're going to have a train waiting to go full that's going to take steel out of this warehouse. And we're going to be shipping steel to the warehouse from Grenoble and then automatically from Lyon because it's connected. And then that steel will go out this way and hook into our system and go over here to this warehouse, which is set up to deliver to Paris. Hopefully you followed all that. So we're going to run a line out like this. Through that gap in the mountains. Across the river. And up here to our coal or our iron ore line that's going up to the warehouse, and just use that. And because we're actually going to tie this one off and say this is the only possible line. So line 4 is going to be our steel delivery. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and set that up. Out of line 4, you have to be full. And sorry. I first need to say that this warehouse is going to hold coal, iron ore, and steel. Now we can set up a line that says out of line 4, don't take ore, don't take coal, be full, and go here. And when you come back, come back empty. We don't want to be stealing stuff from this warehouse. Okay, those trains will just sit for a while. They're not ready to go. Do we have? All right. I think we're ready to do this. No, we've got to finish off our coal. The coal's not going anywhere, so how do we want to do the coal? Oh, I'm sorry. We do have coal going directly into Grenoble. Now we need to run coal into that warehouse so that Lyon can get coal. Okay. Set up a line between here, line 2 and here. and set up our iron ore lines from here out of track 2, run full, go to Grenoble. And from here to here, out of track 1, run full. And then our last but not least, we need a line from Grenoble, track 2, to the warehouse, and you're only taking steel, of course. You have to be full, and in the warehouse we want you to go to track 3. And I think I'm missing signals, yes. All right, so that's a very modest little couple of steel industries down here. Should have ore coming in, I think. Yep, there we go. And at the rate of 4/10 a week, it will create steel. So this is a very, very modest addition to our little system here. How are we looking on time? Do we care? Oh man, we could use another major steel industry somewhere. I think the thing to do, let's just, why not? Let's grow these two cities. They need some love, don't they? They're pathetic. Now they're not going to get anything, so I think what we're going to do is give them a warehouse. We'll just run stuff straight into Grenoble on track 1. So track 1 will get supplies for Grenoble, and Lyon. I think we'll give Lyon a station, and we can give it a big station with a signaling control. Let's get fancy for Lyon. Okay. I'm trying to select that station. Here we go. And what we'll do is figure out what they need. They need a source of, a good source of pasties and who makes pasties? Dijon can make pastries. Sorry, I don't know this food. You have to learn each one of these supply chains. I don't know this one that well. Pastries, the bakery only needs wheat, so all we got to do is find some wheat near Dijon. There we go. Dijon is going to bring pastries down to those two cities. So it still won't let us buy Burgundy. I'm assuming we're going to have to finish off the Eiffel Tower first. All right. Where else can we do steel? We've got a coal right here. And we have iron ore down here. Or do we? It's over here. See if we can buy rights to this one. Yes, we can. Okay, so we can get iron ore here. We've got a couple of cities down here. Coal right there. So Bordeaux, which should be making wine, not steel, is going to become a steel industry, and it's actually got some decent size to it. So we're going to put a steel industry. We're going to buy this bakery and probably shut it down. And let's see here. All right, we can get food from La Rochelle to Bordeaux and to Bayonne. We can knock that down. We can get the pastries from Bayonne and make sure there's wheat going down here. Yeah, let's do a pass-through warehouse. And let's do a large station with signaling control in Bordeaux. We'll have to connect that up to our network before we can do anything else with it. So let's go out here and connect it with La Rochelle. Okay, I want to have both lanes because we're going to end up shipping the pasties from La Rochelle down to two places. Do we own that? We're about to. Thank you. And we'll deal with that wheat. We'll deal with that wheat momentarily. Okay. Okay, now we got to pass through, and we're going to go down here to Bayonne and put in a big old train station down here. Connect it to the warehouse. This coal, I want the coal, I don't want to have to merge the coal, so I'm going to change out with those automated. It doesn't matter where they hook up. I'm going to platform wise. Ah, shoot. I want this coal to come straight in. Come on. Doesn't like the curvature. Okay, I don't usually have this much trouble laying simple track, but that little S-bend there is a little bit ridiculous. So let's just, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in a supply tower as kind of a marker. I don't care about that one. There. Okay, so now let's see if we can't build some straighter track. That looks better. Beautiful. Okay, we can get coal into Bordeaux. I can't get over Bordeaux, the famous steel industry town. And while we're at it, let's knock this puppy down. Make it a steel industry. Put it right out there. Bump it up as much as we can, which is only to level 2, and stop. And let's see, we'll have coal coming in. We'll have ore from down here. All right, I'm going to get the, oh, that's not, is that, that's olives. Oh, here's the ore over here. Okay. God, look at that. I know with the money we have, it doesn't matter, but these unnecessary bridges just, I don't like them. There. All right, let's get the let's get that steel mill going. Again, I forgot to buy the things in advance, but they should be able to keep track with what demand is up here, so hopefully we won't need to buy them. Okay, so we'll be making steel. Now we need to ship the steel over to this warehouse in order to get it moving toward Paris. So how do we want to do that? Probably from this. There's not a super easy way to do it. Let's run a line off of here. Okay. Shucks. Once again, I've got... I want to run full trains. I really do. Making steel, I think we are. Are we? should have been set. The white, oh there it is, I'm sorry. It is there. So it's loading still, and each one will queue up on track 1. And I think those will actually queue up on track 1 as well, so this is going to take a while. I should have run them from the other end, but it's alright. I don't want to do them over. And we need wheat going into this warehouse so that this guy can get can be making the pasties. Wheat over here. All right. There's wheat down here as well. I think I'm just going to run wheat directly back to that guy and then also over here to the warehouse. So I'm going to, yeah.
Actually, there are some good-for-nothing fellows who claim that the tower has the elegance of an oversized street lantern. Ha, I have really experienced such a major testimony of narrow-mindedness and a lack of imagination.
Tools are done, and we're halfway to the steel. The halfway to the steel is probably what triggered the message. Now these little tiny towns have tiny little warehouses, so they can only hold so much. That's why these, you know, we just don't need very many trains to take stuff to them. So we can clean this up a little bit. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Now, did I have this little experiment over here, I mean, it works, but it sucks. What do we got here? For 1886. I think we're on a pace to make it, but barely. And then we'll see what else he wants to do. I think that I'm assuming that the end point is going to be something along the lines of buy out your competitor, open up all the regions. So I'm just going to buy access to all the regions now in anticipation that they'll want us to do that eventually. I don't see any harm in doing it. We can't buy that one. Can't buy Burgundy. Can't buy that. That's weird. It won't let us buy. Usually if they give you a price, what I've seen, you get a price, you can buy it. Can't buy that. So, okay, a lot of the map is frozen until we get that silly Eiffel Tower built. Pastries. Pastries are supposed to come down here. There goes some more steel. Queuing up all these trains from this end, that city to city pass-through line should have been queued up down here, as I said before, because what happens, the way it works with these multi-track stations like this, it always queues the new ones in track 1. Well, track 1, we've got all these steel being queued up. The problem, one of the complications is I don't have any way. Well, are they running? We've got, oh, that's the La Rochelle to Bordeaux. All right, you don't have to refill. There we go. Now we can start running our pass-through trains. Ooh. All right, we could give them a weaving industry. And then we can get a connection bonus for that. I need to find logs. These people need logs. Because what we're doing now is just growing Bordeaux. I'd like to grow Bordeaux and expand that steel industry, obviously. Here's logs up here. And we really could use a bypass around Bordeaux. It's going to get crowded if we don't. But it's got to come off of that line right there. So it needs to go on this side. And it's got to go over here. And some people are using it. Good. Good. That's just what we want. The La Rochelle to Bayonne line needs to use that bypass. And now we can set up logs to go over there and use that same bypass. Click there. Okay, we've got our 2-city cluster growing. We're making progress. Let's see if 30 does it. Maybe 40. Hopefully at 30,000 we can bump this up one more. Nope. Gonna have to get it all the way to 40, but we're off to a good start. Okay, we've got olives and wine, wheat, and we've got pasty coming in, and we've got this bakery. We'll buy it and bump it up one. And why not bump that up one too? Our steel industry is looking pretty good now. And what's life like over here? Where is it? Are we gaining anything? Yeah, look at this. We got almost a load, and we've shipped some more. We've had two. We've run at least, this is at least the third load to come out of that little setup. What's going on here? Oh, we got a lot of steel here. Oh. Warehouse to Paris. Where are these guys going? Okay. All right. Okay, for whatever reason, and we've already got it to level 5. It's cranking it out as fast as it can. For whatever reason, they're not loading very fast here. Yeah, and it's not the loading speed of the station. It's the fact that we're just not producing it that fast. We got way more trains than we need for carrying it up. What a surprise, I have too many trains. It's a shocker, isn't it? Oh, come on. Well, now, guys, you're not supposed to bring stuff back. That's counterproductive. Shoot. There we go. We can bump up our steel mill. And somebody's put in a bakery. We don't want the bakery, but we do want a tailor. I'm just curious, how big a bond could we open right now? 32 million, that's pretty good. And in case you aren't, I gave up on trying to grow Leon and Grenoble. They'll just have to make their modest little contributions to our cause here. And we would be going faster if these trains were not. No. No, wait. That's not right. Oh, those are the Bordeaux trains coming in there. Good. Grow Bordeaux some more, please. Needs wine. Okay, we've got it up to level 4. That's pretty good. It's actually in decline right now. Probably waiting for stuff to come out of this warehouse. Okay, we're almost there. When we finish this one off, we'll see what our next tasks are and we'll wrap up this episode. Not my finest work, but not bad. And Bayonne just grew. Let's see here. And we can put something else in here if we want to. A luxury tailor or a distillery. Let's put an oil mill. Two more trains pull into Paris and we've got our steel delivered. I think there comes one right there.
Ha! Now that the tower shines in all its glory,
Oh, we're done. That's
critics
all they're
are
going to have us
choking
do.
on their own critiques as they become silent in awe.
Let's see how we did. All right, we got our president rating. We weren't too bad. 17.4 out of 20. A 52.2 overall score. So decent job. All right, that was fun. Hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player, and I hope you'll join us for our next Railway Empire video. Thank you.